Hey everyone! So, we've all gotten pretty used to AI that can chat with us, answer our questions. But what if an AI could actually do stuff for you? Today, we're going to dive into a totally new kind of AI that's way more of a personal assistant than just a talking encyclopedia. Just think about your day for a second. How much of it is spent on, well, the grunt work, the tedious stuff? We're talking about all the research, comparing prices, digging up information, booking flights, organizing data from like a dozen different spreadsheets. It really adds up, doesn't it? And this is what you could call the daily task trap. For pretty much everyone, business owners and professionals alike, it's hours and hours every single week, just gone, spent on these multi-step, kind of boring tasks. It's all the necessary work you have to do before the real work can even get started. Now, just imagine for a moment that you could hand off that entire process. You just state your goal, and poof, an assistant gets to work handling all those little in-between steps and then just delivers the finished product to you. And this isn't some sci-fi dream anymore. It's the real promise of this new wave of AI. And this is where Google is jumping in with something they're calling the Gemini Agent. Now, the most important word to focus on here is agent. This thing is designed to be a doer. It's an active player in your workflow, not just some passive chatbot waiting for a question. So what is an AI agent exactly? Well, think of it like this. It's an AI you give a complex goal to, not just a simple question. It then looks at that goal, breaks it down into a bunch of smaller, bite-sized tasks, and then it just starts working on them on its own without you having to poke it again and again. This chart right here really nails the difference. A chatbot, it answers your questions. An agent, it completes your tasks. A chatbot just sits there and responds when you talk to it. An agent actually takes independent action to get something done. The shift in thinking here is huge. You go from getting information from an AI to getting a finished result delivered by an AI. Okay, so how in the world does it actually pull this off? Well, the tech behind it is what folks at Google are calling Agentic AI. And the whole idea is about breaking down big, messy problems into simple, manageable steps. For you, the user, the process is actually brilliantly simple. It all starts with your goal. You give it one single complex request. Then the agent does the breakdown, slicing up that goal into all the little subtasks. Next up is the execution phase, where it just quietly works through those steps all on its own. And finally, you get the result, the completed work all wrapped up. You give it one prompt, and the agent basically project manages the whole thing for you. Let's get into the fun stuff. How does this actually work in the real world? This is where you can start to see just how powerful an AI agent can be. All right, let's take a classic tedious task, booking a rental car. Instead of just asking, what are some car rental sites, you can give it a really detailed conversational prompt, just like this one. You're telling it the location, the dates, your budget, even the type of car. And this is where the magic happens. Look at what it does. It doesn't just spit out a list of links. No, it actively goes out and compares prices. It might even check your old emails to see which rental companies you like. It filters everything by your budget, and then it presents you with a super simple report with the best options. I mean, that's hours of work, just done, in minutes. But it's not just for simple travel stuff. Look at this prompt. This is for a much more complex business research project. This isn't just about grabbing information, it's asking the AI to summarize, analyze, and even give you recommendations based on the specific context you provided. And the result isn't some giant wall of text. The agent can actually put its findings into a structured, really easy-to-read format like this table. It pulls out the key info, organizes it, and lets you see the patterns almost instantly. You literally just saved yourself an entire day of mind-numbing research. Here's another great one, this time for content strategy. The key phrase in this prompt is identify patterns. See, this is what takes the agent from being a simple data collector to a real strategic partner. It's delivering insights that you can actually use to plan your next move. Okay, and this is where it gets really, really powerful. The Gemini agent can actually plug into your personal apps, like your Gmail. Just imagine you're planning a big event, and all the details are scattered across like 50 different email threads. The agent can go through all those conversations, pull out the key info and action items, and create one single, organized plan for you. Game changer. So this all sounds pretty incredible, right? But of course, like with any brand new powerful technology, it's super important to understand where it's at right now, its limitations, and what we can expect down the road. So let's do a quick reality check. First things first, this is new. It's not perfect. That means you absolutely have to review its work for accuracy. Don't just trust it blindly yet. As for who can get it, it's currently only available in the US for folks who have the paid Google AI Ultra subscription, and it works on both desktop and mobile for them. A great way to think about it right now is like having a brilliant, ridiculously fast junior assistant. They can do all the heavy lifting and save you a ton of time, but you, as the manager, still need to be the one to do that final review before you send the work out the door. And that really leaves us with a fascinating question to think about. As these AI agents get better and better at handling the how of our work, the research, the logistics, the data crunching, what does that free us up to do? It kind of points to a future where we can spend way less time on tedious tasks and a lot more time on strategy, on creativity, on the big picture. So the question is, what will you focus on next?